Hey Cancer, I just pulled some cards for you, and honestly, this reading has me feeling all kinds of ways. Because the energy here is so specific about revelations and proposals coming through. Let me just dive right into what came up. So I pulled the High Priestess first, and can I just say this card showing up at the beginning is giving me absolute chills because this is the card of secrets and hidden knowledge. The High Priestess is telling me that you have been sensing something beneath the surface for a while now. You know that feeling when you just know something is off or something is happening, but you cannot quite put your finger on it. That is exactly what this card is confirming. Your intuition has been screaming at you. You have been right to trust those gut feelings. The High Priestess represents that deep inner knowing, and she is basically validating every single suspicion you have had. There is information that has been kept from you and the veil is about to lift. This is not just a small secret either. This is something significant that will change your perspective on a situation or a person in your life. The High Priestess sits between the pillars of light and dark, which tells me this revelation will show you both sides of something you only saw one dimension of before. Your psychic senses have been on point, and the universe is about to reward your trust and your intuition with concrete proof. The thing about the High Priestess is she does not scream or shout. She whispers, and you have been hearing those whispers. Maybe you noticed inconsistencies in someone's story or patterns that did not add up. Perhaps you felt energy shifts when certain topics came up. The High Priestess confirms that you were picking up on real energetic information, and now the mystery is going to unravel. This card also suggests that the truth will come to you through your own inner wisdom first, before external confirmation arrives. You might have a dream that reveals something or a sudden moment of clarity, where everything just clicks into place. Trust that knowing when it hits you because the High Priestess never lies. Now, I pulled Seven of Pentacles, and this card is fascinating in this context, because it represents patience and waiting for results, but also assessment of what you have been investing in. The Seven of Pentacles shows someone looking at their garden wondering if their efforts will pay off. In your situation, Cancer, this is telling me you have been putting energy, time, and possibly resources into something or someone, and you have been in this phase of wondering if it is all worth it. You have been patient. You have been doing the work. But there is this underlying question of whether what you are nurturing is actually going to bloom the way you hoped. This card appearing right after the High Priestess suggests that the secret being revealed is directly connected to where you have been investing yourself. Maybe you have been investing in a relationship, and the revelation will show you the true nature of that investment. Or perhaps you have been patient with a situation, at work or in your personal life, and the truth about its potential is about to become crystal clear. The Seven of Pentacles is also about taking stock, and this means you are entering a phase where you will need to evaluate everything with fresh eyes. Once the secret comes to light, you might realize that some of what you have been growing needs to be pruned, or even completely uprooted. This is not necessarily bad news. Sometimes we need to see the truth about our investments to redirect our energy toward what will actually flourish. The farmer in this card is pausing to assess, and that is exactly what you will be doing. The revelation is going to force you to stop and really look at the bigger picture of where your life energy is going. Are you watering dead plants? Are you waiting for something that will never bear fruit? The answers are coming, and they will help you make much smarter decisions about where to focus moving forward. Then I pulled Knight of Swords, and wow, okay, so this is where things get intense because this knight does not mess around. The Knight of Swords charges in with the truth like a lightning bolt. This card is telling me that the revelation is not going to come slowly or gently. It is going to arrive fast, and that might even be delivered in a way that feels abrupt or shocking. Someone might confront you with information, or you might discover something suddenly that just changes everything in an instant. The Knight of Swords represents swift communication and mental clarity cutting through confusion. After the period of sensing and waiting that we saw in the previous cards, this knight is bringing the moment when everything becomes clear. This could come through a conversation, a message you receive, or information you stumble upon. But the energy is very much like bam, here is the truth, deal with it. What I find interesting about the Knight of Swords in this position is that this knight has a mission, and that mission is truth at all costs. This card does not care about feelings or comfort. It cares about what is real and factual. So, when this revelation comes, it might be harsh or uncomfortable, but it will be undeniably true. You will not be able to deny it or rationalize it away. The Knight of Swords cuts through all the BS and illusions. For you, Cancer, this might be challenging because you are a water sign who values emotional connection and comfort. Having the truth delivered in such a direct way might feel jarring, but I want you to understand that this is actually a blessing because clarity is power. Once you know the truth, you can make empowered decisions instead of operating in confusion or uncertainty. The Knight of Swords is actually your ally here, even if his delivery feels rough. Next up is the Sun, and oh my goodness, Cancer, this is where I got genuinely excited for you because the Sun is pure joy, clarity, and success after the revelation, after the assessment, after the harsh truth. comes this absolutely beautiful energy of things, finally making sense in the best possible way. The sun illuminates everything. There are no more shadows, no more secrets, no more hidden agendas. Everything is out in the open, and you can see your path forward clearly. This card is telling me that even if the revelation is difficult, or the truth is hard to hear, the outcome of knowing this information is going to be incredibly positive for you. The sun brings optimism, vitality, and renewed energy. You're going to feel like a weight has been lifted. Once you are no longer carrying the burden of not knowing or constantly questioning your intuition. The sun also represents authenticity and being your true self. Once the secrets are revealed, you will be able to show up more authentically in your life, because you are not trying to navigate around information you do not have. The child on the sun card is naked and free, riding that white horse with pure joy. That is going to be you, Cancer, once you are liberated from the confusion and secrecy that has been clouding your situation. This card is also promising that there is something wonderful on the other side of this revelation. Maybe it is freedom from a situation that was not serving you. Or maybe it is the relief of finally understanding something that has been bothering you. Either way, the sun says your future is bright, and you are moving toward a period of genuine happiness and success. The warmth of the sun is going to feel so good after the cool, mysterious energy of the High Priestess and the sharp intensity of the Knight of Swords. Now, here comes Three of Wands. And this card is absolutely perfect for what I am seeing about a proposal or new opportunity. The Three of Wands shows someone standing on a cliff looking out at ships coming in from the horizon. This is a card of expansion, progress, and waiting for your ships to come in. In your context, Cancer, this is directly pointing to an offer or proposal that is heading your way. This could be romantic, where someone is going to make their intentions clear and possibly propose a commitment. Or this could be professional, like a job offer or business opportunity. It could even be a creative project or collaboration that someone wants to bring you in on. The key thing about the Three of Wands is that this is something you have been hoping for or working toward, and it is finally manifesting in the physical realm. The energy of this card is anticipation mixed with confidence. The person in the card knows the ships are coming. They can see them on the horizon. For you, this means you might already have inklings that something is about to be offered to you. Maybe you have had conversations that hinted at future possibilities, or maybe you just have that sense that something good is brewing. The Three of Wands confirms that your intuition is correct and this opportunity is real, and it is coming. What I love about this card following the sun is that this proposal is coming from a place of clarity and authenticity. It is not going to be based on illusions or false pretenses. Whatever is offered to you will be genuine, and it will have real potential for growth and expansion in your life. Astra is pulling King of Pentacles next, and this card is giving me solid, stable, secure energy. The King of Pentacles is the most grounded and successful of all the kings. This king has built an empire through hard work, wisdom, and practical decision-making. In relation to your reading, this king could represent an actual person who is going to make you that proposal we are talking about. If this is about romance, the King of Pentacles is someone who is established, mature, financially stable, and ready for something real. His is not a player or someone who is just testing the waters. This king knows what he wants, and he has the resources and commitment to back it up. He is the type to propose with a real plan for the future, not just empty promises. If this card is not representing a person, then it is representing the nature of what is being offered to you. This proposal or opportunity is going to be something substantial and grounded in reality. The King of Pentacles does not deal in fantasies. Everything he touches turns to gold because he has mastered the material realm. So, whatever is coming your way has the potential to bring real tangible success and security into your life. This could mean financial stability, career advancement, or a relationship that offers true partnership and support. The King of Pentacles is also incredibly generous, but in a practical way. He provides and protects. If someone is making you a proposal, they are going to show you through actions, not just words, that they can deliver on what they promise. This is very auspicious energy, Cancer, because it means you are attracting quality people and opportunities into your life. Then I pulled Queen of Wands, and I am loving this because this queen is you stepping into your power after all these revelations and opportunities. The Queen of Wands is confident, charismatic, creative, and absolutely magnetic. She knows her worth, and she is not afraid to shine. This card is telling me that once the secret is revealed and the proposal comes through, you're going to be operating from a place of total self-assurance. You will know what you want. You will not settle for anything less. The Queen of Wands is a fire energy, which might feel different for you as a water sign, Cancer. But I think this is exactly the energy you need to integrate right now. You have been in your feelings and your intuition, which is beautiful, but the Queen of Wands is saying it is time to also embrace your passion, your ambition, and your personal magnetism. This queen sits on her throne holding her sunflower, and her black cat is by her side. She is comfortable in her power, and she attracts abundance naturally. For you, this means that after this period of confusion and waiting, you are going to enter a phase where things just start flowing to you. Your energy will be so vibrant and attractive that opportunities and people will want to be around you. If someone is proposing something to you, the Queen of Wands says you get to be selective. You get to say yes or no based on what truly serves your highest good. This queen does not accept things out of desperation or fear. She chooses from a place of abundance, knowing that she deserves the best. This card is encouraging you to channel that energy and to remember that you are the prize, Cancer. Whatever comes your way needs to be worthy of the Queen of Wands energy you are stepping into. Next card is Page of Swords, and this is interesting because pages are messengers, and the Page of Swords specifically brings news or information. This confirms what we have been seeing throughout this reading, that communication is a huge theme. The Page of Swords might represent an actual message you receive, like a text, email, phone call, or a conversation that delivers important information. This page is curious and vigilant, always watching and listening. In your situation, this could mean you need to pay attention to the details of what is communicated to you. The Page of Swords can sometimes indicate that information comes in pieces, or that you need to do a little digging to get the full story. Do not take everything at face value. Ask questions. Seek clarity. This page is also quite clever and strategic, so it is encouraging you to use your mental faculties as much as your intuition. There is also an energy with the Page of Swords of being prepared for information that might challenge you or require you to think differently. Pages are young energy, so this could indicate that the message comes from someone younger or less experienced, or it could simply mean that this is the beginning of a new mental understanding. You are gathering information that will help you make informed decisions. The sword this page carries is pointing upward, ready for action, but not yet engaged in battle. This tells me you are in the reconnaissance phase, gathering intel before you make your move. Once the revelation comes and the proposal is on the table, you will have all the information. You need to decide wisely. Trust your mind as much as your heart during this time, Cancer. The Page of Swords is giving you permission to analyze, evaluate, and even question things that do not add up. Four of Pentacles comes next, and I need to talk about this one carefully because this card can indicate holding on to tightly or fear of loss. The Four of Pentacles shows someone clutching their coins, trying to maintain control and security. In your reading, Cancer, this could be highlighting a fear you have about letting go or making changes. Maybe you have been holding onto a situation, relationship, or belief system because it feels safe, even if it is not necessarily serving you anymore. The revelations and proposals coming your way are going to challenge this need for control and security. You might be faced with a decision that requires you to take a risk or to release something you have been holding onto. The Four of Pentacles can also indicate being protective of your resources, whether that is your time, energy, money, or emotions. This is not necessarily bad. You should be discerning about what you give and to whom. But this card is warning against being so protective that you miss out on opportunities for growth and expansion. On the flip side, the Four of Pentacles can represent financial security and careful management of resources. If the proposal coming your way involves money or material matters, this card is encouraging you to be smart and practical. Do not jump into anything without understanding the financial implications. Make sure you are protected and that any agreements are fair and beneficial to you. The person sitting in this card is stable and grounded, but also a bit isolated. That is something to watch out for, Cancer. In your desire to protect yourself, make sure you are not closing yourself off from genuine connection and opportunity. The Four of Pentacles is asking you to find the balance between being wisely cautious and being overly defensive or rigid. Trust is going to be a theme for you as these events unfold. Can you trust the information you receive? Can you trust the person making the proposal? Can you trust yourself to make the right decision? These are questions the Four of Pentacles is bringing up for you to consider. The final card I pulled is Nine of Wands, and let me tell you, Cancer, this card is so significant for where you are right now. The Nine of Wands shows someone who has been through battles and still standing. They look tired and cautious, with one more wand to plant before they can rest. This card acknowledges that you have been through it. You have dealt with challenges, disappointments, and possibly betrayals. You have every reason to be guarded and careful. The Nine of Wands is validating your resilience and your strength. You have not given up even when things got really hard. But this card is also gently pointing out that you might be approaching this new situation with more defensiveness than necessary because of what you have been through in the past. The Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior who is almost at the finish line, but is tempted to give up right before the victory. For you, this means you are so close to a breakthrough, but your past experiences might make you want to protect yourself instead of being open to what is possible. This card is encouraging you to stay strong and to keep your boundaries, but also do not let past hurt prevent you from receiving the blessings that are trying to come through. The revelation you have been sensing is real. The proposal that is coming is real. But you need to evaluate these things based on the present reality, not on old wounds and fears. The Nine of Wands says you have the strength and wisdom to handle whatever comes your way. You have proven your resilience time and time again. Now, it is time to use that strength not just to defend yourself, but to step forward into something new with cautious optimism. What strikes me about ending on the Nine of Wands is that it brings everything full circle. You started with the High Priestess sensing something hidden. You went through the process of assessment with the Seven of Pentacles. You received the swift truth with the Knight of Swords. You found clarity and joy with the Sun. You saw opportunity approaching with the Three of Wands. You encountered solid, stable energy with the King of Pentacles. You stepped into your power with the Queen of Wands. You received messages with the Page of Swords. You recognized your need for security with the Four of Pentacles. And now the Nine of Wands is saying you have everything you need to move forward. But you need to be willing to take that final step despite your weariness and wariness. So Cancer, here is what I am seeing for you overall. There is absolutely a secret that you have been sensing, and it is going to be revealed very soon. The timing on this feels imminent, like within the next few weeks. This revelation is going to come through swiftly and directly, possibly through a conversation or message that you cannot ignore. While the truth might be uncomfortable or surprising, the ultimate outcome is incredibly positive. You're going to feel relieved and empowered by finally knowing what has been hidden. Alongside or shortly after this revelation, there is a genuine proposal or opportunity coming your way. This is something substantial offered by someone or something with real resources and stability. This is not a casual offer. It is a serious proposition that has the potential to significantly improve your life, whether in love, career, or personal growth. You're being called to step into your Queen of Wands energy, which means owning your power, being confident in your worth, and being selective about what you accept into your life. Pay attention to the messages and information that come through. Do not be afraid to ask questions and seek clarity. At the same time, be aware of any tendency to hold on tightly to old patterns, or to protect yourself so much that you miss out on real opportunities. Your past has made you strong and wise, but do not let it make you so guarded that you cannot receive the good things trying to reach you. Trust your intuition because it has been right all along. The secret you sense is real. The opportunity coming is real. And your ability to handle all of it with grace and wisdom is absolutely real. One more thing, Cancer. The combination of the High Priestess and the Sun is particularly powerful. It says that what is hidden in darkness will be brought into the light. And when it is, you will see that you were protected all along. Sometimes we need to go through a period of not knowing so that when the truth is finally revealed, we can appreciate it fully and make decisions from a place of clarity rather than confusion. The Sun following the High Priestess is like waking up from a dream and realizing that reality is actually better than what you imagined because at least it is real. And you can work with reality. You cannot work with illusions and half-truths. The appearance of both the King and Queen of Wands together in this reading is also notable. This suggests a powerful partnership or union of energies. If this is about romance, it could indicate that you and another person are both in your power and ready to create something amazing together. If this is about a professional opportunity, it could mean that you are being matched with resources and support that perfectly complement your own talents and vision. Either way, the presence of both King and Queen energy says this is about equals coming together, not someone trying to dominate or diminish you. I want you to really sit with the message of these cards, Cancer. You have been in a period of uncertainty and questioning. That phase is ending. Clarity is coming, and with it comes opportunity. But you need to be willing to release what no longer serves you, to trust what your intuition has been telling you and to step forward. Even though you might feel tired or cautious from past experiences, the universe is conspiring in your favor right now. The secret being revealed is ultimately a gift because it allows you to make choices based on truth. The proposal coming your way is an opportunity to level up in some area of your life, and you have all the strength, wisdom, and power you need to navigate this transition beautifully. Watch for signs and synchronicities over the next few weeks. Pay attention to your dreams because the High Priestess often communicates through the subconscious. Trust those gut feelings when something feels off or when something feels right. Be open to receiving messages from unexpected sources. And most importantly, remember that you deserve good things. You deserve truth. You deserve genuine offers and opportunities. You deserve to be in your power. The Knight of Wands reminds you that you have already proven you can survive anything, so now it is time to thrive. I am genuinely excited for you, Cancer, because this reading has such potent energy of transformation, breakthrough, and new beginnings. Yes, there might be some discomfort in the revelation phase, but on the other side of that discomfort is freedom, clarity, and opportunity. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And get ready because things are about to get very interesting in the best possible way. Does anyone else feel this energy? Like when you just KNOW something is about to shift. That is what I am getting so strongly for Cancer right now. Everything is lining up. The pieces are falling into place. And you are exactly where you need to be to receive what is coming. Stay open, stay aware, and stay true to yourself.